Hi guys, and welcome back to Dragon Age Awakening. We are here with our female human noble Eurydice Cousland, and last time we saved Amaranthine, we killed the architect, and destroyed the mother. So this time we're going to do save Vigil's Keep, spare the architect, and of course still destroy the mother. So that way you guys can see both paths. So let's go ahead and get started.
Commander, many of the lords have gathered. The Darkspawn have fielded armies, and the nobles want to know how you will protect them. Shall I assemble them, or do you need more time to strategize?
Assemble the men, we're going to war.
I will send messengers at once.
We've waited enough. Those who are late will just have to be filled in.
Lord Edelbrecht, this is the commander of the Greys Council, not yours.
I am fearful for the villagers on the plains. There's a Darkspawn army in the field, and with the soldiers returning to the vigil.
The enemy is out of hiding, we must find them and strike.
This is no...
Commander! Commander!
What is it, girl?
A Darkspawn army's within sight of Amaranthine.
Make her protect us. They're attacking the city?
Some of the Vigil soldiers are still there. She won't fall easy.
Our forces cannot move quickly enough, but a small band might make it in time.
But that's... suicide.
We must try.
Then I will rally the city's defenders.
If anyone can turn the Darkspawn tide, it would be you, Commander.
Fighting a horde of Darkspawn with almost certain death awaiting? Don't even think of leaving me here, Captain.
Who do you want to take with you, Commander?
Okay, so unlike with Amaranthine, you will get a chance to change your party again when you come back to the keep, but it's still a good idea, at least I always do it just to be safe, to make sure to take Nathaniel with me. That way there's no chance of Dragon Age 2 registering him as dead.
Initially, I thought you were utterly mad to invite me to join your order. But redemption? A man could die for that, and feel good about it.
Who else will you bring?
I'm gonna bring Valana. That way, when we go to the architect's lair, we will get that extra scene with her sister.
We will cut down all Darkspawn before us, and I will learn what they have done with my sister.
Who else will you bring?
Let's bring Ogren for now.
So you're sweet on me. I knew it. It's that Ogren charm.
Well,
it's
it is.
overpowering.
It is. You found me out.
Like cave mold.
And so it is decided.
Don't you go dying on me, Commander. That's the Legion's job.
If I ever had doubts of you, they are erased. Fight nobly, and if you die, die with honor.
Oh, I miss out on the suicide mission. Oh, life can be so unfair. But, good luck. Chin up and all that?
The rest of us will stay here. Make her protect you and hold you close, Commander.
Oh, and I forgot to put on my sustain. There we go.
Oh, it fell down.
Please, Grey Warden, save my family. My family's in the city.
Please calm yourselves while I speak to the Warden Commander. Warden Commander. I am glad you arrived when you did, but I fear there is little that can be done now.
Yeah, we're so quickly.
I fear it might be. A couple of nights ago, a swarm of gruesome creatures emerged from beneath the city. They spread pestilence and destroyed everything they touched. Then at dawn, the other Darkspawn attacked. Warden Commander, it's too late. Amaranthine is lost.
Those new beasts are called the Children.
Their corruption is so virulent. At least a quarter of the city succumbed within the first day.
Constable, there is a Darkspawn approaching. Alone.
Archers, take him down!
Peace. Do not be killing. Only talk. Architect has a message for Grey Warden.
Message.
The Mother's army. It marches to Vigil's Keep. She attacks now. The Architect, he sends me to warn you. You must save the Keep, then finish the Mother in her lair.
Why were you sent to warn us?
The Architect wishes to have the Grey Warden's trust. He does not wish to see the Mother succeed.
If we leave now, we may be able to make it back to the Vigil in time to save it.
And what about the Darkspawn here?
Soon, they will go to Vigil's Keep as well. The Mother, she wants the Keep destroyed utterly.
The Darkspawn has a point. We cannot leave with this other army hot on our heels. The Constable says the city is lost. I say we destroy it, burn it, and all the Darkspawn within.
It's a bit drastic, isn't it?
It's the only way to get rid of the Darkspawn quickly.
Destroying Amaranthine may be a necessity, but it still feels wrong. The city is the heart of the Arling.
We don't have a choice.
Alright. Destroy it.
Then Amaranthine will burn. Maker, forgive us for what we are about to do.
Definitely make you feel bad about doing it. All these poor people.
Commander.
Hey, you didn't leave us to be crushed by rampaging Darkspawn. Have I mentioned how much I love you? But not in... not in that way.
You have returned. I did not think you would.
You're very good at saving people from certain death, aren't you?
So rare that someone's glad to see me. I think I'll bask in this for a while.
I don't know how you got here in time, but Andraste's blood we could use your help. A few days after you left for Amaranthine, we spotted the Darkspawn. A whole army. The walls have been bloodied, but the worst is yet to come.
City lies in flames to bring me here. Let's make it count.
Amaranthine. Burned?
The city was already sacked. The survivors diseased. Or worse.
Are the preparations and repairs complete?
Aye, Commander. There will be no ogres bursting through your walls anytime soon.
Master Wade has been working night and day, sir. Your men are properly geared.
What men do I have in reserve?
The men I brought for the War Council are still assembled here. We have not forgotten what you have done for us, and our people.
I'm not a half-bad shot with a bow. I'll be on the tower. If you want me to harass any particular Darkspawn, just point them out.
Darkspawn by the scores and a handful of stone is all that separates us. Feels like home. With the lyrium sands you gave me, I cooked up some real surprises for the catapult. Just holler if you want a whole mess of beasties to meet their maker.
Alright, let's go.
As you command. Scouts report the Darkspawn are advancing on the walls.
I will fight with you, Commander. My scouts will let us know where the fight is fiercest.
I'm definitely keeping Nathaniel and Balana. I think I might just bring in
Thunder Humper.
Anders again too.
Yes.
Just like him being there because of Dragon Age 2. Okay. Plus, a couple of mages is always good. Wow.
The Warden Commander has arrived. The Mother will be most pleased with our herald. We break this keep. We break the Wardens. We leave only ash.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
This way, Commander!
Alright, let's do this. Where are we going? Are we just waiting?
We must press forward, Commander!
Alright, let's press forward. Alright, they're down here.
Huh.
The children are attacking the east wall!
Of course
Commander,
they are.
we must aid them!
Alright. Where am I going? Alright, you ball.
The children are dead. The front gates may need us, Commander.
The front gates are falling! We need help!
Alright. You know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna level myself up. No, it won't let me because we're in combat. Fine.
That won't stop me!
Time to die! To battle! Keep them up!
Yes!
Where are we going now? Okay.
together, men! On Dresde's blood, hold! On me, for the Wardens, for Amaranthine!
Oh no. Goose! Don't you kill him!
Hold! Defend the gate!
Fight them!
How amusing!
I will be merciful!
How about you then? Going.
Oh no.
Commander. Did we win?
Always, man. Hold on, barrel healer.
I've seen enough of battle to know. I'm a dead man. It has been an honor, sir. Fight them with everything you have.
Rest easy, you will not be forgotten.
He's dead, Commander. There's nothing I can do.
Can you fools do nothing right? The walls still stand.
You're gonna die.
Send in the ogre, but the Warden Commander, leave for me.
We have mere moments before the battle resumes. If you need poultices, Commander, just ask.
Sure. Grab a few more of these superb ones. It's a good idea to have those. Alright, see if it'll let me level myself up, yes. Okay. And Anders. All right.
Here they come!
I must.
The courtyard is overrun. We must fall back to hold the keep's gates.
Disciples! The Vigil's courtyard is under attack!
All right. He appeared to have noticed.
If you insist! An armored is approaching! It wants to fight!
here he comes.
And I'm off. That won't stop me! How about you then? Not bad. Not bad at all. Too bad for you.
We've won.
Yeah.
The price was dear, but the vigil holds. Veril would be proud.
Couldn't abandon my friends to die.
Captain! Commander! I've news. We know where the Darkspawn came from. Their retreat left a trail even the greenest of recruits could follow.
They'll pay for what they've done to my lands and people.
The army has taken heavy losses. Dead, wounded. It will be some time before they can mobilize again.
The commander has the right of it. Every day you wait is another day of broodmothers spawning new evil.
If the army can't do it, then the wardens will have to.
We've seen you in action, Commander. You and your companions are an army all on your own.
Thank you. Okay. It's leveling up here. Let's see. Okay, we got some guys over there. Drop some loot.
Have I ever told you that I find tattoos on women incredibly attractive?
Have I ever told you that I find most humans physically and morally repulsive?
Good to know.
Oh, these look fun. Blessing of the Divine. I'm not even gonna bother with those chests. Let's see what these are. Yeah, no one I have with me is strong enough for these. That's for a warrior. Alright. Nathaniel, what's the arrow situation? We need some badly. There you go. Alright. To the lair. Okay.
Perhaps one day we could sit down to discuss magic.
What would that accomplish?
Lots. Great civilizations are built on the sharing of ideas.
Sharing? You mean stealing, of course, followed by crushing those you stole from.
You know that chip on your shoulder? I think it's replaced your head.
Okay.
Oh look! It wants to fight!
Too weak.
Huh.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of this. Alright. Oh yeah. Big dragon up here. Probably gonna use some poison. Demonic and Nathaniel. I'm gonna use that.
Now this should be fun!
Nice try!
Oh yay! Love the high dragon cocaine. Yeah, buddy. Still annoys me it has no loot on it at all. Let's see. Yeah, he's got a set on. Okay, so we gotta keep. There's Serani. We're gonna get a little scene with her.
I'm glad to see that you are well, sister.
Oh, Serani. Oh, thank Mythal you're still alive. What has the Architect done to you? Why are you with him?
The Architect is kind to me, and tender, and he has told me his plan. The Darkspawn are just like us. The Architect has freed them, and they search for a place in this world, just like the Dalish are searching. Everything he's done to help his people. You can respect that, can't you, sister?
They're monsters, they're not people.
That is no longer true.
Serani, they killed our friends, and so many others. Don't you remember?
I do. And this is why I must help them. They are like children come into the world with no understanding of what is good and fair. They have a bestial nature, but I've seen them overcome it. They just need to be shown how.
Then come with us.
No, I have work to do. The Architect is waiting for me. And for you. He will explain everything. You will see, as I have seen.
No! Don't go!
So we gotta look for the crystals that we need for the special tower things. There's soon be 12 of them. Sometimes they're in chests, sometimes they're on enemies. A lot of the time they're in these fleshy pod things. So, yeah.
More darkspawn, hey? What? Oh, you'll have to do so much better than that. And I'm off. Ha! All right. And I'm off. All right. Behind you! If you insist! Huh. Huh. And I'm off. Going. All right.
How many do we have? 5. Alright. Oh, yeah, we just got this too. Let's see. Nope. Keeping what he's got on him. What does she got? Yeah, she can have that. Okay, so you want to make sure you put the little crystals in here, and it will activate the towers that you can use against the mother. There's like a stun one, there's a fire one, there's a healing one, and then you get another one if you side with the architect. So.
More darkspawn, hey?
Ew. I don't want that. Or that.
All right.
He had a crystal on him. And the architect should be down here. We will be sparing him this time.
And so we meet again. No, Uther. That is not how this must begin. I owe you an apology, Commander. When last we met, I intended to explain myself. Fate, however, intervened.
So, explain yourself now.
I restrained you, only to prevent the misunderstanding. That occurred with the rest of your order.
A misunderstanding. Did you not attack the Grey Wardens?
I sent the Withered to ask for the Grey Warden's help. I should have anticipated that you might view our approach as an attack. I am rarely able to judge how your kind will react. It was most unfortunate.
What'd you want our help for?
My kind has ever been driven to seek out the old gods. This is our nature. When we find one, a blight is begun. Each time we attack your surface lands and you fight back until we are defeated. To break the cycle, my brethren must be freed of their compulsion. For that, I need Grey Warden blood.
Why do you need Warden blood?
In order to become what you are, you drink the blood of my kind. To transform. Similarly, we must transform. I have created a version of your joining that uses the blood of Grey Wardens. You take the taint into yourself. What we take is your resistance. That is how my brethren are freed. In your blood lies the key to their immunity against the call of the old gods.
I like my blood where it is, in my veins.
Me too.
If this will stop the blight, isn't a bit of blood worth it? This is what my sister saw.
How do they change afterward?
Once they are freed, the Darkspawn think for themselves. They speak, they act. Some, however, have reacted poorly. They are flawed and they rage against me. The Mother gathers them to stop me, as she seeks to stop you. I cannot defeat the Mother alone, and I cannot free the Darkspawn unless she is defeated. Our goals are the same.
Darkspawn or no, he has a good point. Do we really want to keep killing each other forever?
This is what my sister saw. An ally amongst the Darkspawn. This is an opportunity we cannot pass up.
Help me kill the Mother, and after it is done, I will leave to continue my work.
What is this Mother exactly?
My most flawed creation. Freedom drove her mad, and she has poisoned the minds of the others. She has influence with the ones who have not been freed, and she gathers them as an army. I do not seek to rule, my brethren. I only seek to release them from their chains.
How did you become freed?
I was born as I am, an outsider amongst my kind. Why? I do not know. Why do some of your kind become Grey Wardens? Why do some possess magic? I have no answers.
Perhaps they don't want to be free?
And how would they know when the choice has been deprived of them? Without choice, there is only one path before them, and that leads to the Blight. I believe there is another way.
Stealing blood from our wardens is perverse.
I thought it little different from your order's use of Darkspawn blood. We both do what we must in response to the Blight. The first blood came from Uther, freely given. She was a Grey Warden, as you are, and joined us many years ago.
Alright, I'm in.
What if he's wrong? What if this doesn't stop the blight, but makes something worse?
This is the right thing to do. Sarani believed it, and I do too.
Thank you, Commander. I realize what a leap of faith this is for you. I hope that I prove worthy of your trust. The Mother lies ahead, Warden. I cannot approach her physically. Her children protect her from my power. But when you reach her, I will do whatever I can to help you. You have my promise.
Anders disapproves, but that is why we brought extra gifts. This is arrows. Yeah. That's why we brought some presents. Here, a collar for Sir
You
Pouncelor.
shouldn't have.
So he's maxed. She's maxed. And he's the next. Okay. Let's see. Their fleshy sack
And
here.
I'm off.
It's 4.
All right. And I'm off. Oh look! It wants to fight! All right.
Anybody get hurt? Two.
Going. Yes. Going.
Won't miss those things.
Going.
All right. Lana leveled up. Take care of that real. Or no, Anders. That. Let's see, how is Nathaniel doing on arrows? Did I give him those?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're planning on importing to Dragon Age 2, make sure you make a save here because I don't believe it creates an automatic one like it does in Origins. Alright, I'm gonna put some poison, I think, on everybody's weapons. Well, at least mine and Nathaniel's. Let's see. I'm going to use this. And he is going to use that. Know if any. Remember off the top of my head what kind of damage she does. My guess would be spirit or nature. I'm gonna give him nature, myself spirit, give Alana spirit, Anders nature. All right, everybody good? Oh wait. Forgot you can only do one at a time. So now I have to go put the poison back on.
Now the pieces fall into place. The Grey Warden comes, the instrument of the Father. Oh, and the Father, he is but a shadow. Oh, how my children protect me. How they love me.
I have told you many times, Mother. I am not the Father. I am simply the Architect.
It does not change what you are. You took away that beautiful music, left us with nothing.
It was a mistake to free you. It has left you with madness. I am truly sorry.
The Architect tends to free the Darkspawn. I sort of trust him, I guess.
But perhaps the Warden would like to hear how it was that the Father began the Blight. You want the source of the Archdemon? The one who brought all our kind to the surface? Here he is!
Ouch. Score one for the mother, huh?
What? Then he began the Blight.
But there must be some kind of explanation.
There it is then. Unfortunate. I did find the old god Athemiel, but I did not wish another blight. I attempted my joining ritual. My hope was that this would free all Darkspawn, unravel the curse from its source. Alas, I was unlucky.
Do you even think about the repercussions of your actions?
It is not the way of the Grey Wardens to do what must be done. In the name of combating the Blight. The Blight is a menace, both for your people and for mine. To end it requires sacrifice and risk.
And how lonely the Father was. How terrible to be the outcast, the outsider. He claims he wishes the Darkspawn to be free, but what he truly wants is to correct them.
However you feel about what I have done, the Mother is mad. She cannot be allowed to...
Begone, Shadow! You cannot harm the Mother any more than you already have. And now the hero is alone. Oh, the Mother knows your ways. You will not let her be, no, not after what she's done. So it must end. It all must come crashing down! Perhaps we will hear the song again when we die. Oh, let it come. Let it come.
That's nightmare fuel.
May the gods send me strength!
And there she picks me up and probably will crush me. Put me down! I am literally inside this crazy person. I'm gonna take a superb health potion.
Going.
What else I'm gonna do? After the death of the mother, the remaining Darkspawn forces scattered and fled back into the deep roads. The raids on Amaranthine came to an abrupt end. The architect apparently kept his word, gathering his remaining disciples to follow the rest of their kind back underground. Those Grey Wardens and other nations were appalled to hear of the architect's continued existence, but were unable to track him down despite years of effort. Some within the Order have claimed that the architect's survival guarantees another blight, and yet the deep roads have lately been quieter than anyone can recall. Most have resignedly decided that it is now in the Maker's hands. The destruction of Amaranthine did not endear the Grey Wardens to the people of Ferelden. Although much of the citizenry wanted to forget the terrible event and get on with life, a small segment pledged to exact revenge against the Wardens. People whispered that the commander of the Grey was trying to influence Ferelden politics once again, and suggested the burning of Amaranthine was part of a larger plot to gain power. Yeah, whatever. The rumors grew until, inside a year, a mob appeared at the gates of Vigil Keep. Although most of the rioters were shown mercy and survived the bloody clash, public opinion of the Grey Wardens turned sour for years, until the Wardens led an effort to rebuild Amaranthine. Although the war devastated many farms in the Arling, all agreed the loss would have been greater without soldiers for protection. The farmholders developed a certain reverence for the Warden commander, as well as an ongoing reliance on the Grey Wardens for order and protection. The annals of the Grey Wardens hailed Commander Eurydice's defense of Vigil's Keep as a crucial victory. The Order's more clever recruits often spent days studying the account in an attempt to understand the commander's tactics. The Vigil became a trading hub that would eventually eclipse the city of Amaranthine, with traders reassured by guards continually patrolling the pilgrim's path. But prosperity bred scheming and treachery between merchants and nobles, testing the commander's patience for years to come. Peace allowed the Wardens to replenish their numbers. Soon, Vigil's Keep bore a capable army with Wardens at its core. From their ranks emerged new heroes to challenge threats to Amaranthine and all of Ferelden. Through taxes and levies, the Vigil was rebuilt. Years later, Boldric Glavenek stood on the battlements and pronounced that the defenses were acceptable. He would never speak more highly of any human engineering. Dark whispers of conspiracy against the Wardens fell silent after a rash of accidents and disappearances culminated in the apparent suicide of Ban Esmerel. The nobles of Amaranthine remained dutiful. Some even suggest they were cowed into submission. Among the many legends that the Vigil spawned was one of the great heroes of the next age, a sheep herder turned soldier by the name of Sir Alec the Valiant, who eventually founded an order of knights that lasted 1,000 years. He's that guy we sat in judgment against and made him join the army. The commander's blade, Vigilance, crafted from the bones of the ancient dragon, was boldly stolen by Antivan crows. The blade changed hands many times thereafter, with some master swordsmen pursuing the weapon their entire lives. Some claim that this legendary blade has had a life of its own and that its power is steadily growing. Dworkin Glavenek further refined his lyrium sand explosives, but left the Warden's employ after Canary mercenaries tried to assassinate him. Although the Dwarven bombardier took his secrets with him, the learned say he left clues for others to follow in his footsteps. The Vigil soldiers, wearing the distinctive silverite armor that Master Wade crafted, came to be known as the Silver Order. Under the tutelage of the Wardens, the Silver Order developed into one of Ferelden's most revered military forces, a lasting memory of the Vigil's famous commander. With Valana and the Architect gone from the region, the Pilgrim's Path began to see traffic again. The massacre of the militiamen and the merchants, however, led to hostilities between the neighboring human settlements and any Dalish clans that passed by. One human villager soon kidnapped and murdered a Dalish child. The clans reacted by giving the Wendingwood a wide berth, but both sides know that at some point the elves will return for revenge. A few years after Calharol was emptied of Darkspawn, Orzammar began sending expeditions to rediscover the knowledge of smithing that had been lost within the Tig. Eventually, House Helmi decided that Calharol was too important to be abandoned. At a tremendous cost of dwarven lives, they cleared the tunnels leading to Calharol of all Darkspawn, making the road between Orzammar and the fortress safe again. Calharol was reclaimed for Orzammar once and for all. As promised, Boldric and Dworkin presented Orzammar's shaperate with the stone marker that told of how Calharol's castless had taken up arms against the Darkspawn. Commander of the Grey was invited to Orzammar as a guest of honor at a feast commemorating the defenders of Calharol. The Shaper read the names of the Cathless off the marker, then presided over a ceremony to return them to the stone as befitted warriors of their stature. In time, the Arling began to forget the tales of apparitions in the Black Marsh, and ever so slowly settlers drifted into the region. Scholars said the Vale was still thin, and thus the area still dangerous, but the people only cared that there were no longer frightened whispers in the shadows. The village was slowly rebuilt. Twice the Baroness's mansion was rebuilt and occupied, once by a wealthy merchant and another time by an Orlesian mage. Both died mysteriously. Afterwards, the mansion was torn down completely and the site left untouched. Anders remained with the Grey Wardens for a few years longer, training the Order's next generation of mages. But when the Circle Tower called on him to deliver a lecture on the nature of the Architect, much to the Templars' dismay, Anders told the Commander of the Grey that his time with the Wardens was over. Yet, not 2 months later, Anders returned to the Order, even ever after the Wardens were his home and lasting companions. Yeah, until he runs away from them in Dragon Age 2. Valana never saw her clan again, but neither did she forsake her Dalish culture, nor her sharp tongue, nor her quick temper. Her friendship with the Warden Commander changed her opinions of humankind significantly. Shortly after the Mother's defeat, Darkspawn stragglers who still remained on the surface attacked a human village. Valana was the only warden nearby and defended the village single-handedly. She did not sneer once, so that must have been painful for her. Years later, on an expedition to the Deep Roads, Valana took off on her own after saying she had seen Serani in the shadows. The other wardens searched for her, but she was truly gone. Over the next years, Nathaniel dedicated himself to the Order and to clearing the blemishes on his family name. After saving Tyrion Fergus Cousland from a bandit attack, a portion of Amaranthine was returned to the house. Nathaniel passed the holding to Delilah's son, and when a new castle was eventually built there, a statue of Nathaniel was erected in its courtyard. Justice served the Grey Wardens for many years, remaining in touch with Aura, the widow of Kristoff. She grew uncomfortable with the body's decay, however, and the day she told Justice she could no longer see him was the day he left the Order. Justice wished his comrades well, then Kristoff's body slumped to the ground, dead. Aura finally had a body to mourn. If the spirit itself remains alive, it has not shown itself. That's because it's hiding in Anders. Although Sigrun seemed intent on leaving for her calling, departing for the deep roads to finish what she started in Calharol, the Warden Commander had a knack for finding important and absolutely urgent things to occupy the dwarf. And so Sigrun delayed her long walk into the darkness for several decades, even though she never stopped cracking jokes about needing to throw herself at death. Ogren continued to regale young Warden recruits with tales of his prowess in both battle and bed. His drinking games prompted at least one recruit to declare that she'd rather reattempt the joining than lift another mug. At the Warden Commander's urging, Ogren took a more active role in his child's life. He visited Felsi often and wrote letters, which the Warden Commander graciously proofread nearly every week. As for the savior of Ferelden, she did not remain as commander of the Grey for long. The Darkspawn were no longer a real concern, the fight well and truly over. It was time for her to move on and go back to her honey. She returned to life at court, resuming her duties as Queen of Ferelden and receiving a hero's welcome when she rode back into the capital. King Alistair awaited her at the palace gates, grinning from ear to ear. Aww. Some years later, the savior of Ferelden vanished entirely. Nobody knows for what purpose she departed, yet neither does anyone think her tale is complete. That's because she went to look for the cure for the calling. And that is it, guys. We finished Dragon Age Awakening. Both ways, saving Amaranthine and saving Vigil's Keep. So I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. If you did, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps a lot with YouTube and the algorithm and all that, and it is very much appreciated. Thanks again, guys.